So welcome back everyone. We're gonna go and start the quest with Professor Fig without wasting any time. Ah,
You cannot be serious.
Professor
Goblins
Flag.
working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear.
Pages are missing.
Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still,
But who?
I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories?
You're too
Perhaps
special
this book
for
will
this,
explain.
Harry. You're too special.
Now I'll
for
have to
this.
take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Sure thing, Professor Fig.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Sure thing, Professor.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
So we have just got an outpost. We'll go and meet her. So
Accio!
great catch. What's up? Let's do the
Hello,
final
Lucan.
round.
Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Absolutely.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
It would have been amazing if I would have gone. Oh, I don't have the chance. My chance, okay. Ascendio I have, I need Levioso. And what do I need? IQ I have.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
Act like a winner.
Sendo!
Incendio. Accio.
Ringo.
Protego. Incendio. Levioso.
You're better than that.
Accio.
I'm the one.
Incendio.
There goes
Accio.
the way.
Levioso.
Is that all you've got?
Leviosa.
Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Leviosa.
Accio. Levioso.
Confringo. Protego.
Incendio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
I should have gone solo.
Sendo.
Confringo.
Ringo.
Confringo.
Sendo.
Why is he not looking forward?
Protego. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Protego.
Ringo.
Confringo. Leviosa.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Protego.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Confringo.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Ringo.
Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Confringo. Confringo.
Accio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Let's go!
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion.
Bye-bye.
Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You
I'm
earned
not
it.
that
You are a
modest.
duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my
Bye-bye.
herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
You can't be beat, can you?
The best duelist won, I suppose.
I know. So what quest do we have now? Okay, we have to learn spell combinations as well. We'll ask Lucan for the dummy.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Yes.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Sure thing.
Accio, Incendio, Levioso.
Nicely done.
Okay. Cast Leviosa and perform a basic cast return.
That was something. Next time, perhaps.
Levioso. Accio, Incendio.
Good one. Keep trying.
Accio, Incendio.
Nahi, 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 nahi.
You'll get it.
Accio,
Let's go.
Incendio. Levioso.
Thank you.
Accio,
Send you.
Incendio.
Great shit.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush.
I know.
Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
So let's attend herbology class. Let's go to herbology class. Okay, we can go to herbology class. It's way too far. Blue powder! Let's go to the herbology class. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh.
You can't.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
The herbology teacher in movie was way too
Good morning, Professor
too
Garlic.
old.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Thank you.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl.
Okay.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Ah, they're gonna shout.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
God, my ears. मेरे कान दुख गए हैं.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
So
Splendid work, everyone.
this was the class. Okay.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting table.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned,
I'm
next we'll be
sometimes a
planting
people
Dittany.
pleaser, sometimes
Let us
not
find you
every
some
time.
seeds.
Used
I
to.
already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffer's
Professor is
fancy,
cute,
or
my
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Select the available seeds. Okay.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew.
You're too cute for
Fortunately,
this class.
I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse.
Yes,
It's
Professor.
just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay, Professor.
Hello. Thought you were on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Okay, kind sir. Let's go.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomp. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Let me collect all of them.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Okay, I
Vicious little
reached it, sir.
bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could do
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden.
Herbology is kind
You
of
get the idea.
boring, actually.
Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Boring, not gonna lie. But
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
But herbology is amazing. Okay. Herbology is good and boring at the same time. Not gonna lie, but some things are interesting.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
I will, Professor, I will. You don't have to worry about that.
But those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Okay, good for you. So, we have to go a potions class, a girl from... Okay. We have to meet Natty and go to the potions class. What should we do first? Let's check the map. What is closer to us? Okay, so the potions class is very much near, and let's go to the potions class first, and we'll go on some adventure. Herbology was good, but it's not my cup of tea. I'm gonna be honest. But as far as we go in the story, I will like it. The cabbage was badass. They could eat me out alive. I'm scared, I'm terrified. Please help. Let's go to the potions class first. After that, okay, the potions class is here.
Accio!
Okay. Blue powder.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look complete.
I saw an aura at Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
This professor is like the one in Half-Blood Prince. Half-Blood Prince was nice.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
This is amazing. Like, we have to be interactive in every scenario. This is amazing.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients.
Sure thing, Professor.
Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased.
Herbology is important.
Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
We will see that, Professor.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the...
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
What do
You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular.
Oh, no, please don't.
I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Let's be a little naughty.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Let's go.
Keep your potion stations organized.
Okay, we are gonna... That's the feather you need.
Revelio.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
I hope you don't blow up the class.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of them.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's
Are you
happening?
gonna blow up the class?
Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Ah, fuck.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
Let's play it
You
out.
will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet.
Why so mean
In addition to
me,
having a
you
solid
bitch?
grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be
Sure
all.
thing, Professor. Thank you, Professor. Bye-bye, Professor.
think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
I don't get it.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
I don't believe you in that. So, what do we do? Okay, so let's go to the quest section. Okay. Expelliarmus successfully avoided by dodging roll. I have to learn Expelliarmus, please.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
Can we go inside?
Accio. Levioso. This looks intriguing.
That was fun. Oh god.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
My camera disconnected.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good.
I'm with you in this.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
You're too kind, you're too kind.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
So we're gonna help the stranger there. We heard some sounds. Let's try and help them. Okay. Don't worry.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
I don't think
Students, you can't be serious.
so. What the...
Leave her alone.
Oh, you're going down.
I hope you have your affairs in order. Have had enough yet? Who's it?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
The collection. Okay.
Correct. We can hold them up.
I'm not going anywhere. Accio. Tell Rook to find me himself. Accio. Incendio.
Put me down.
Incendio.
Bye-bye.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
I'm sorry.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts.
Good for you,
Typical
pretty lady.
hard-working
Good for
Hufflepuff.
you.
Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
How fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Let's check it out.
Revelio. This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Sure thing.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, here.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Solve the Merlin's trial.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Nice! I learned some.
Beard, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Incendio! I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure is all
And
mine.
do
It
be
was
careful
lovely
out here.
meeting you.
Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
I would like to apologize in advance. Kids are just shouting. I mean, I love kids, but इतना कौन चिल्लाते हैं भाई? Oh, complete to increase your gear capacity. Okay, got it. So we have to do a main quest now. Professor Hacker. Successfully avoid enemy attack by dodge rolling. Okay. Where can I get that?
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Nearly headless? How could you be nearly headless? Like this? I would have shown you, but my camera died for some reason. Sorry for that. We're gonna travel to the castle now. Hogwarts Castle, I believe. Hogwarts Castle. Nearly headless. How can you be nearly headless? वो भी मेरी खिड़की पे शॉट करना है मेरी खिड़की पे शॉट करना है Okay, like this. Lara Croft.
Revelio.
भाई बच्चों के पास काम धंधा है नहीं, चिल्लाते रहते, चिल्लाते हैं बस। चलेंगे।
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
मेरे को तेरे से बात ही नहीं करने का है। Get out.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might...
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Sure thing, Sir Nicholas.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the
Revelio.
ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Can you be nearly headless?
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
Sure thing.
Revelio.
Small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
What are you up to now?
Where the F would I find?
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
But you can eat it. Good job, Sir Nicholas.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the
Revelio.
pear and head on in.
Levioso. Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
A student
Never will
from the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What could they want?
You know how
Certainly
hungry
makes room.
growing humans can get.
Can you stop eating? I'm doing that.
Here's some beef, but it's not rotten. I'd best keep looking.
Where's the garbage can? A chest?
Revelio.
Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat!
Oh God.
What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
No.
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Thank you.
It was nice to meet you.
I would like to
Thank
go.
you for the beef.
Happy to help and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Thank you.
I've gained a new appreciation for breakfast.
Finky keeps all us house elves in line here in the kitchen. It's all right. She's the kind of...
Here you go.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
Sure.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Sure thing.
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
So this is the...
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here.
What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsett. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere.
Hermione
Probably being
was
used
right.
in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
Well, that was a waste of time.
If the headsman could only see me now.
This is gonna be it now. We're gonna start the nearly headless game. So I'll see you in the next one, and we're gonna continue it from here. Peace.